Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a T69. It's a Tier 8 American auto-loading oscillating tank. It's a medium. It's located on the north spawn of Kharkov, and it's under the commands of Brit on the NA. God bless USA. And the game has started. That was a bit of a mouthful. Well, this tank is the T69. It's basically the American answer to the AMX 1390, you might say. Well, it's inspired by that tank. The Americans were trying to see if they could actually get an auto-loading oscillating turret, see if they could make any improvement on the AMX series of tanks. And this is what they came up with. Well, it's got two guns. Now the 76mm has 5 shots and takes 15 seconds to load, but the 90mm, which is what Brit has got here, it's got 4 shells in the magazine, takes 25 seconds to load and does damage of 240 alpha and penetration of 181mm of armor. So it's got a fairly long reload, but well, it's comparable to other auto-loaders. The only thing is, it's got an absolutely dreadful gun, and I've seen Klaus Kellerman playing this tank, and he hates it. Absolutely hates it. I'm not sure he's got a very good crew, but certainly everything he aims at and shoots at, he doesn't hit. Or rather, 1 shot in 3 will actually hit the target. So, it's a bit of a troll tank for the player. Oh, well, he hit that one! That clown car just went straight through the field of view, and he fired the moment he saw it and blasted it, and his teammate in the T37 took him out. Well, surprisingly, he's got a shot on the 45 TP as well, going for the Scorpion G, puts one into him, pulls back. So maybe Klaus hasn't played the T69 enough, because those seem to me to be pretty accurate shots. Now, it's based on the M42 tank, actually, this one, the hull and everything. And it was an experimental prototype. It didn't get accepted in the end. Got a number of tanks running around in those trenches down below. One popped up, and he dies. That was the T37. Made a huge mistake there. Shouldn't have popped up when there was tanks over on the east side of the map. He could fire at him. That's one of the cardinal sins of going around that trench system, or that those dips right in the centre of the map. Okay, we've got an easy 8 there, and he pops up to take a shot, takes some damage, not from us though. We're almost reloaded, almost bounced around from him. Okay, we're loaded. That one didn't go through, but that one did and took him out. So you can see with standard ammo, and Brit only fires standard ammo, remember, it's actually quite decent. So I have to wonder, has Klaus actually played his T69 enough? It always seems to me when he played the T69, it would troll him. He wouldn't get any shots on target, or at least he wouldn't get shots on target all the time. Oh, ouch, that hurt. The Scorpion G just fired a 128mm round through us, and he got a high roll for 525, and we've just been hit by the Arty, and we now know he's in the corner. So that hurt. We've lost half our hit points, in fact more than half our hit points. The Scorpion's probably still there, but we just can't see him. He's just going to hold fire for the moment. You saw how these rounds actually do go through the Scorpion quite well. There is a Chiri. Puts a round into him. The Scorpion's over there. Oh no, that's a Noobs. Sorry. Puts one into him. Finishes him off. And blows his last round firing at the Chiri, but didn't get a hit. You know, I suspect that Klaus actually hasn't played the T69 enough to make it accurate enough. I know a lot of people stand by the, a bad workman blames his tools, but when I've seen Klaus playing the T69, he hasn't enjoyed it. But what I have to say here is that Brit is having a lot of fun with this tank. He's already accumulated 2.4k of damage. Going for 45 TP. No, missed on that one. That was a bad shot. And that one didn't penetrate. So now he's got another 25 seconds to reload. You can actually reduce that with a good crew and a rammer. It should get your reloads through quicker. A lot of people do say that the 76mm makes quite a big change because, of course, you get 5 shots, and with only 15 seconds in the reload, you can fire quite a lot of rounds. And on soft-skin vehicles such as that Scorpion, that would be very, very deadly. Well, he's blown one round trying to get the Scorpion, who's disappeared from sight. Now, Brit's being very cautious about moving forward. He knows the Arty's in the corner. There's only 6 enemies left, and 2 of them are actually on that hill facing off against him, plus the Hummel in the corner. We just don't know where the other ones are. They've got a heavy tank. They've got the heavy tank is the 45 TP, I believe. There's an AMX AC46 we haven't seen, and we haven't seen the Crusader, of course. But the 45 TP, I think he was down in that corner, wasn't he? So maybe we know where 4 of the enemy are, but we don't know where the other 2 are. The AC48, 46 and the Crusader. So those must be the ones that are actually located nearer to the enemy cap. Oh no, the 46 is actually back near our cap, and the only people covering our cap are the UDIS 03. And he's on the hill behind us. So we might want to pull back. There's the Scorpion. We might want to relocate. There's the 45 TP. 45 TP just took a hit. Yeah, we might have to return the... Oh, wait, the AC-48, 46 has been killed. So he's now putting rounds into the Chiri. Gets the kill. And he's reloading standard AP. He's going to have 2 mags of HE after these. The thing is, he's going to have an odd mag here. He's going to have... he's only got 4 shots, so he's going to have 1 mag with only 3 rounds in it. And that 45 TP is popping up again. He's almost loaded. Yes! Gets the kill! But that means... Oh, they killed the Scorpion G, which means there's only 2 Artys left now. And he's got 3 shells. The Hummel's in the corner, we know that. So he might as well go after the Hummel and take him out. Somewhere directly in front of him is the Hummel. And he's got a 15cm gun. And he does take a little while to load. But he could shotgun Brit, but he's unlikely to kill him with that one. There's the Crusader. 1 round's enough for the Crusader. And that's it. The game's over. They killed the Hummel. And that's all over. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's a first class tank of a Brit on the NA. God bless USA in the T69. He got a Reaper for taking out consecutive tanks with consecutive shots. And he actually also got a Sharpshooter for getting 10 or more consecutive shots or hits on the enemy. A Fire Effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle. And a Bruiser Medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He managed to get 7 in that one. He also managed to get a couple of Battle Hero medals. He got a High Caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. And a Top Gun for taking out 6 kills. The Crusader was the Top Gun, the last kill of the game. 7,496 was the win rate from that game, which is more than Super Unicum. That's double the load you would normally expect. And his hit points, well, 3,177 hit points got him the High Caliber. And the next high scorer on the game was the 50 TP, who managed to get 2,157. And after that was the Scorpion G with 2,134. When it came to kills, he managed to get 6. The next highest scorer only had 1/3 of that. The 2 kills for the 50 TP, the AMD 178B, and the Wizzy 111 and Chiri on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, well, he's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,109 for Brit on the NA, and 781 for the M12, 729 for the 50 TP. He fired 23 rounds, got 16 direct hits and 14 penetrations, damage of 3,177 hit points of damage, and 1,994 of that was at more than 300 meters. He received 7 hits from the enemy in that game. 2 of them were penetrations, 4 non-penetrations. Yeah, some of the rounds actually bounced off the turret. Would you believe that? It's actually quite good at bouncing rounds, although it does have the same sort of problems as the T57 heavy tank, which, you know, those weak spots where you can actually get them in through the cheeks, or the bits down at the bottom where it connects. 1 hit by way of splash damage, that was the Hummel. 1,040 hit points of damage blocked by armor. He spotted 3 enemy vehicles, damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 6, and did 869 hit points, or 867 hit points rather I should say, of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 44,211 credits, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, and remember, standard ammo throughout, because Brit doesn't fire premium at all, he made a massive profit of 28,837 credits, so not a bad game for him. 27 bonds, that would be 25 from Veni Vidi Vici, plus 1 for the high caliber, 1 for the top gun, and 1,663 XP. No multipliers, so that's all the experience points he took away, but I think he proves that really Klaus needs to play his T69 quite a bit more to prove that this tank does actually work after all. He was having a terrible trouble trying to get the shots on target when Klaus was playing it on his videos and on live stream, but Brit seems to have it worked out perfectly. I think he must have a very good crew, but he is firing standard ammo and he's getting the hits and the penetration on the enemy. So Klaus, I think you need to play your T69 a lot more. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel please, and thanks for watching.